Now let's get to the man of the hour, Lane Kiffin. I'll go ahead and open up the phone lines now. You guys can start calling in. I might be here for a little bit, but y'all can call in 862-799-9956. Please feel free to call on in and express whatever you got. Lane Kiffin leaves LSU. Everybody knows that. Or leaves to go to LSU, excuse me. I want to play a clip if you haven't seen it. Just a small clip of why he chose to go to LSU. Let's see if I can put this up here. You guys can watch it.
Yeah, just there was something. I mean, this was really hard. My heart was here, but I just I talked to some mentors, Coach Carroll, Coach Saban, and especially when Coach Carroll said, "Man, your dad would tell you to go, man. Take the shot. Take the shot. You've accomplished a lot here." I always hated how we only gave 1 year to Tennessee and left. I really hated that feeling of that. Even though it was an exciting year, but I think that we gave a lot to this program and to the city, and some of those historic wins in this stadium we've ever had, and best regular season in the history of the school. So I feel proud of that part, but it just became time. I talked to God and he told me it's time to take a new step. It's a new chance.
I want to hear your thoughts on that, guys, ladies. What do you have to say? First of all, a lot of coaches speak. I get it. All coaches say the same thing. All coaches who are leaving a program say the same thing. But remember what I told you the key word for the night was? Bigger job. You are out of your mind if you don't think that LSU or even Florida, believe it or not, is a bigger job than Ole Miss. Now, I'm going to decipher with my coaching decoder ring what Lane Kiffin basically just said. I gave Ole Miss everything I had. I squeezed every ounce of juice out of the lemon that I could. And what we did and what we have is the best we're going to ever be at this point. I brought the program to places it has never been. A 10-win, regular 10-win season, and I did it 3 times in a row. Now with 11 wins, a school record. 3 10-win consecutive seasons. A college football playoff berth. Now, the athletic director didn't allow Lane Kiffin to speak to the team, as well as he's not allowed to coach in the college football playoffs. Lane said his thing, hey, I understand, I respect it, so be it, whatever, cool. I can respect it as well. That's your program, sir, as athletic director. You run that. I hate to say this personally. I would have let him coach. You know why? Because 105 dudes are counting on that. 105 dudes are counting on that for success. That's just me personally. Because in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, nobody's going to remember this, but they're going to remember, oh, they went to the playoffs and they lost the first round. And I don't care what anybody says. I would love, if I ever get a chance to interview Nick Saban, I would ask him, hopefully he would be truthful. I know I'm just speculating here, that one of his biggest regrets in coaching was firing this dude before the national championship. Emotion got in the way. Emotion got in the way. That's all. Now the AD said, hey, I got to live here. I get that. And people are mad. They booed Lane Kiffin when he was getting on the plane for LSU when it landed. But at the end of the day, I got to do what's best for the program. And if he has the opportunity to take us deep in the playoffs to the motherland, whatever, Let's dance. Because here's what I'm going to say. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I can't wait to get on the phone. Ooh, I can't wait to get on the phone. I don't want to talk Miami. I'll be honest with you. I want to talk this. We're going to talk about Miami. But I want to talk about this. For everybody, I know you're a Lane lover. Whatever, that's fine. But I'm speaking coaching. You can't tell me LSU is not a better job than Ole Miss by all stretch of the imagination. And everybody's, he jumped ship. Yeah, bro, I spent 6 years at the school. 6. And all I did was improve it. I came, I saw, I conquered. From record sales to sold out concert. I Olivia Pope the thing. It was broken. I came in and fixed it. FAU was broken. Came in, I fixed it. Alabama needed a new offense. Came in, revamped it. Let's go. I'm ready to dance when it comes to this. I also believe Ole Miss made an emotional hire in Pete Golden. Let's talk about Pete Golden. Pete Golden, the defensive coordinator, didn't start off, but he was at UTSA as their DC. Gets the job at Alabama as a defensive coordinator under Nick Saban. And Lane was there. Leaves Alabama, goes to Ole Miss. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, y'all. Please apologize. But we're going to rock out tonight. I couldn't miss this one. Pete Golden goes in and gets the head. He's currently the permanent head coach at Ole Miss. I think that's an emotional hire. I'm not saying he shouldn't have gotten the job, but to do it that fast without doing your due diligence with all these other candidates out here, let's go. And I want to dance tonight. Why the phone ain't jumping tonight? 862-799-9956. Let's dance. Because you know what's so funny? Now, I'm not saying Lane ain't arrogant, conceited, self-righteous, narcissistic. He might be all of those things. I saw Coach JB and them reading a book about ego and all that stuff. I get it. But I think more people hate the man than they hate what he was doing. Because you hate the man, you hate what he's doing. Right? Again, I just brought up 2 coaches prior to him that's doing the same exact thing. Alex Golish, he leaving. Huh? Tulane coach. What about those players? He leaving. And I got a better one for you. Ain't nobody treat Kalen DeBoer like this when he just went to the college football a natty. Nobody treated him like this when he decided to get up and dip. What about those players? I'm just saying. Nobody said, man, you just going to get up and dip. See, it's funny how because you don't like the person, you'll make your change. Or you'll change why you mad. Kalen DeBoer was at the Natty and left. Why do you think he left Washington and went to Alabama? Because it's a better job. Key word for the day, key phrase. It's a bigger job. Alabama's a bigger job. I never seen coaches go and take a lesser job. You ever seen a coach go and take a lesser job? Yeah. Hell, Lane left for OC at Alabama and went to FAU. Y'all ain't hate on that. Oh, what has he done? You're right. He hasn't done anything. Here's my question, though. A lot of coaches ain't done nothing. Just what it is. You're right. And that's why you keep going for the bigger and better job. I don't care what anybody says. At 10-3, 10-2, or whatever he was, 11 or whatever, in that 6-year span, he squeezed every ounce out of it. And it's so funny. People will say, oh, well, you go there because of recruiting. Don't you think it's easier to recruit to Baton Rouge, Louisiana than it is to Oxford, Mississippi? I'm just asking a question. Don't you think it's easier to recruit to Baton Rouge than it is Oxford, Mississippi? And it's not about the money. The guy that was on Coach JB's show, he had an Ole Miss shirt on. I forgot his name. He said that Ole Miss was prepared to pay him more money than what LSU was offering. And I tell people this, whether you believe this or not, right, wrong, or indifferent, the majority of coaches in this world, they want to win the ultimate prize, which is the natty. There are some coaches in this world that are content with being where they are, i.e. a Mike Gundy. Spend 20 years out of school, stay there, win 10 games, and then eventually get fired. Fine. Shout out to my Miami fans. Y'all didn't say that when Cristobal left Oregon. Can't tell me Oregon wasn't a better job than Miami. But he from the crib. I get it. I get it. And I'll say this last piece before I get on the phone line. I only got 2 on here right now. Y'all even better call in tonight. Y'all need to call in tonight. Oh, I didn't do going too far. I got to do that. And then I get the phone line. It ain't gonna take long. That's simple. What's funny to me when I look at this and I say to myself, what do coaches do? Guess what? Kurt Signetti, you sure left your job for a better job. Just saying. Ain't never lied. Peace, love, and hair grease. Catch y'all on the other side.